Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. So it's the new year and almost the end of January, and by now most of our resolutions for the new year have just gone downhill, or we just don't know where to start to become the best versions of ourselves for 2022. So here I am with a new video, and I thought that I would give you some ideas how to become your best self. Of course, these are just ideas and some tips and tricks here and there how you can be your best self for 2022, and so I hope you enjoy this video. And first of all, we will start with cleaning, because I think cleaning is very important when you want to start fresh. So I really need to clean my room, because on New Year's I cleaned everything, but as you can see it's dirty again, so I will clean everything, try to get this thing right here cleaner than it is right now, because it really looks not so good, and we will see how it will go. So let's do this. So yeah, first I started with cleaning my vanity and just putting everything where it belonged. Also, I took all of my dirty sponges and brushes that I've used just to make them clean again as well, as you can see right here. And I also tried to clean this mat that I have on my vanity. And it took some time, it was hard, but I made it at least a little. It looks way better now. As you can see, it just looks so clean now, and that was really necessary. And then I was thinking, how could I improve my vanity even more? And then I saw this mirror that I had on my vanity. As you can see, it's a little bit too big for it, because my vanity is just really small. And so I bought a new mirror which fits a bit better, and it also has some storage underneath, so that's great if you're having a very small vanity. And it is actually a mirror that you can open and that has light in it, so it's perfect when I want to apply makeup and I really want to see something, which was a problem with the old one. I will keep the old one, don't worry, it's not going to waste, but I think this one just improves my vanity so much. It looks so much better. It looks almost professional, if I could say so. But yeah, I think it just looks better. Then of course I also cleaned the other parts of my room that needed some help. Another thing that I really need to do is to clean this calendar again and make it up to date, because as you can see, I have not used it since May. Yes, May 2021. Since then I haven't done anything with this, and it's just piling up old stuff I don't need, and it's not very useful, so let's change that. Walk into the place, a spot you from a ways. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way. Now the next thing I'm going to do for cleaning is to clean my digital space. So I'm going to delete all of the files that I don't need anymore. I will do this first for my computer and then also for my phone and pictures. So let's do this. One thing that a lot of people love to create for the New Year's is a vision board. And now I want to show you how I create mine and how you can actually make it work for you, so that it won't just sit there and be pretty. Now, for those of you who might not know what a vision board is basically just a visualization of your goals that you can look at and that help you to bring those goals into your life. This one is mine that I've created for 2022 in general. You can not just only make them at the beginning of the year, you can make them quarterly, monthly, whenever you want basically. Also when your goals change, it makes sense to change your vision board. But first, let's get into how I did mine. Now, my favorite page to get some inspo and to find some pictures for my vision board is Pinterest, as a lot of you might know. And here you can just find pretty pictures that might fit your aesthetic or just in general fit your goals. So I would search for the specific things that you are searching for. So of course you can see like some things here like self-care stuff, and something. So basically Pinterest will show you things that you already like. I also have a board with some things that inspire me, as you can see right here, and you can just pick whatever you want. I would choose for you, if you want to have a specific goal, then you can just write onto Pinterest, like let's say you want to do more sports. I would just write something like gym aesthetic. Everything with aesthetic will give you the best results, because I don't know, it just shows you aesthetic pictures. So then you can search for that and you will find some pictures matching your goals, and then you will just save all of the pictures matching your goals. So of course, first of all, you need to know what your goals are for the time period, for the New Year's, whatever. And then you can go into Pinterest, you can search for pictures that are matching them, and then you can just put them into another program. I like to use Canva for that. It's free and you can just import your photos, put them in a nice way. There are also some ones which are already ready, so you like have a layout, and then you can just put in your pictures there. I did it myself just in this arranged way, but you can do however you please. One thing that I want to say here is, please don't like put too many pictures onto your vision board. Not because that's not pretty or anything, but it's because the more pictures you have, the more you will lose like the focus. So I like to have not that many pictures so that I can still see what's on there. I also prefer pictures with like girls that represent me. So I'm blonde, that's why I chose some blonde girls to make it easier for me to visualize myself in this situation. So for example, my goals are to eat more healthy. I want to look more put together and to more care for myself. So here we are having some self-care, some sports and art. And as you can see, I chose primarily blonde girls just so that it would represent me. So if you're a brunette or just a completely other type, it would make sense to search for people that look like you, just so it's easier for you to visualize yourself. So yeah, as you can see, I just chose a minimal amount of pictures, and yeah, you can just do whatever you want. I also chose to add a quote which says, I am successful at everything I do. I am of course not, but it's just, you know, for the positive vibes, and I like this one. Now to make this work. Now you're having a vision board which looks subjectively pretty. What do we do now with that? So the next part would be to put it as your background. So I have it as the background of my desktop, as you can see, but also for my phone I made another version that would fit my iPhone screen. As you can see right here, it has some more pictures just for the layout, and I can look at it every single day and it reminds me just what my goals are and to not forget them. But still, this is a very passive way to use a vision board, because yeah, we get used to our backgrounds, we don't always like really look at them. So how can we really make this work? So to really work with your vision board, I would say get yourself a journal and try to journal on these goals once after you made it, so that you can journal on like what your goals specifically are. So you just write down what the different pictures mean to you, what your goals are, and your feeling that you have when you look at these photos or when you think about these goals. That's one thing that I would do right after creating the vision board. And then I would try, if you're not into daily journaling, I totally get that, but like every now and then to journal is a very nice idea. And I would use my vision board for this like daily or every now and then journaling. So I would just sit down and write on my specific goals, like write my intentions for the day and what I want to achieve. And this is how you can make this work. You can of course write down what you want to do this week, this month, anything like that, but just really intentionally look at this vision board. Now, one thing that I think is very important if you want to be the best version of yourself is to have a routine. And for that, I collected some ideas of things that you could include into your daily routine. And if you include them and do them daily, it just improves your life in general, and at some point it becomes a habit and you don't have to force it anymore. So yeah, here's some ideas. First, I started with drink more water. Basically, that's just something we all tell ourselves but never do. So I just took some fruits and put them into my water just to make it more easy for me to really drink water. I know a lot of people struggle with that. Next thing was eat healthier, and I know we all tell ourselves that at the beginning of the year, but here I wanted to show you my favorite porridge recipe that I do basically every morning. It has not very much calories, it's super easy, super quick, and it's healthy and also vegan. So that could be a nice idea for you. So here I just wrote down the different steps on how I do my porridge every day, and just to give you an idea. So healthy eating doesn't mean you have to cook very long. It doesn't mean that you have to have a lot of things. So I use frozen berries, as you've seen, and it's very easy because there are so many options for healthy eating. You could just meal prep, so you just cook once and you cook a lot, or you can just search for easy recipes, like for example this porridge recipe for a quick morning. And yeah, here you can see what my porridge look like, and I think it looks so good and it tastes very good. One thing that I'm really trying to do this year is time blocking, and I've done it for a couple of weeks now. In general, I think it's very helpful because, as you can see, here's my day and the times I have, and I just have specific time slots for every single task, and that helps me to really see how much of my to-dos are possible and when I will do them. And in general, I think this is very helpful. I will keep trying it. And in particular, this whole setup I just love. I cannot tell you the planner right here because it doesn't exist anymore, sadly, because I think it's great, because here I just have my schedule with my tasks, then I have some space for notes, and then I also have the top 3 priorities of the day. So 3 tasks that are my priorities out of these ones, and if I have done them, great. Yeah, just to give you an idea how you could use time blocking. Next up, we have something pretty basic, which is skincare, and I'm not a pro at all, but I just think it has something like very nice to care for yourself and to really give your skin the time to really do something for it. So I really love that, and I think everyone should just take care of their bodies more than we actually do. Next thing, we have movement. I know we cannot all work out every single day, but just movement in general I think is very important. If you only go for a walk once a day, that's totally fine. Just move like a bit and you will see it will do wonders for your soul, and it's just so good for the body. So just move a little, even if you're sick, because I've been sick for a long time and I couldn't work out, but just a little movement is always nice. And yeah, here's some appreciation for Kiko, because she wouldn't let me do anything. Now, lastly, maybe the most important point of this video, please, this is a process, so you don't have to do all of these things at one day and become that girl in one night and just be perfect. This is a process, so I would just recommend that you maybe have a list where you write down all the things that you want to do, that you have to clean, everything that you want to do, basically, and just go through them. Just do them step by step, take your time and trust the process. Don't give up. If you have a bad day, that's fine. You can always start again. You don't need basically a new year to be your best version. You can start whenever you want, but don't give up, please, and don't feel the pressure to be something out of nowhere. This is basically what I want to say in the end of this video. And also, if you feel like, oh my god, this day is wasted and I don't know what to do, I cannot do very much today, or you just don't feel like being productive, I totally get that, and you shouldn't force it. So what you can always do is just prepare for the next day and just like clean your room, get out the stuff that you will need for the next day, so that your best version can tomorrow start fresh and it's just easier for you to be productive again. And so yeah, just take your time, don't pressure yourself, take it step by step. Have a list where you just have all the things that you need to do, so that it's not you have to do something out of nowhere, but you have a specific list that you can just work through. Try to prepare yourself and just give it your best shot. So there will be good days, there will also be bad days, of course, but just don't give up. And of course, this is not a New Year's thing. You can basically start this whenever you want. You can always improve. There's no time limit for that. It's just fun to do it at New Year's and be like, new year, new me. I get that. I love that too. That's why I made this video, but this is just what I wanted to say in the end. And yeah, I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you found some inspiration or just some ideas that you could include into your daily life. And on that note, I will just say bye-bye. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a nice week, year, whatever, and I hope that 2022 will be the year for us, for all of us. So yeah, bye.